Las Vegas. His name is Jeff. He's the owner of the business. What's up, Jeff?
What up, guys? We're out here on a windy day right now. Been fighting the wind pretty much all day. My nose is running like crazy because there's a lot of pollen in the air right now too. All this wind's blowing the pollen off the trees and onto people's vehicles, which translates into money for us because they're all like, ah, my car's covered in pollen. I need a detail now. So we're getting pretty busy. A lot of calls coming in, a lot of details coming in. Right now we're doing this X5, and then we got a Ram TRX in the garage that we're gonna knock out after this. Our guys, Shawnee and Vic, already did an express full detail this morning. What was the vehicle you guys did?
Lexus RX 350.
Lexus RX 350, and then they're going back to the client added on a second vehicle. Go ahead, Vic. Client added on a second vehicle, another express full detail on another SUV. Do you know what the next one is? The next SUV?
What, you said what it is?
At the client's house. Which one is it, Shawnee?
I don't know.
You don't know? Anyways,
he doesn't know.
Another SUV. Ah, the rags are blowing down the street.
Hey, what's with the jacket in Vegas? It's windy as shit here, Christopher.
Yeah. Maybe come away from the pressure washer for a minute.
Real quick.
Pretty noisy.
Okay.
So we've got the OG trailer hooked up to Shawnee's truck today. They're out in the field doing some details on their own again. They did really good yesterday with their details, so they're on their own. Cor and I working out of the van. We got 6 full details for me and Corm today, 2 for Vic and Shawnee. They had a little 2-hour gap in their day, so we pulled them over here, team up on these 2. We can get in a little live stream, makes it easier for us too. Before we swap out the cars, she said we could grab some of their Ghost drinks out of the garage. So this client's a good client of ours. She's a VP for Ghost, so she hooks us up with energy drinks and hydration drinks and stuff. So she's just like, help yourself. It's probably pretty noisy over here. Let's get away from that.
It was raining up north in the Pacific. Yeah, we're catching all your wind, man.
Yeah.
Windy as hell. And it's probably what, in the 60s right now? So a little bit of chilly, a little bit of wind chill going on.
Let's get one of these.
Get the good flavor, Jeff.
Maybe one of those. Strawberry kiwi.
What's the other flavors?
Straw bango. I don't know what that one is.
That one sucks.
Oh, that one sucks. Yeah, we didn't like that one. America Pop.
Yeah, the orange one's good.
Orange squeeze. All right, we'll go with those 2.
Right.
And maybe one more of this Welch's grape one looks good too.
I'm
a little wagon over there. Should have threw it in there.
I'm gonna grab one of these from the fridge. Probably get me a grape. These are gas, guys. If you've had these, there's no caffeine.
Operation stock up.
Hydration drinks. How much you guys pay for per gallon of DI water? Can't seem to find anywhere near me that offers spot-free water. Have you guys considered getting a water deionizer? We had a water deionizer protective. It was just too much of a pain in the ass to keep replacing the resin. But what do we pay per gallon of DI water out here?
So the tokens are 6 for 20, and then each token gets you about 55 gallons of water. So I don't know, do the math on that. But it's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's way less than a lot of places out in California or trying to do DI on your own with like a CR spotless system. We got to constantly change out the filters. Here, it's going to get loud for a second. Let's come away from that.
Yo, DJ, appreciate you, bro. Hit the like button, y'all. Get those likes up. Yes, sir. Let's get those likes up to 50 likes to stream, guys. Yeah. 16 people in the chat.
So we had a comment from somebody earlier on Instagram. And they were commenting about, isn't it this like big expense now that we have a team of 4 people? They're like, Jeff, aren't you worried about the expense of it all, you know? And you have to look at it as a different way, right? You have to look at it as more of an investment into the business, an investment into your growth. Because the reality is if you're a solopreneur or solo operator, like I was for the first couple years, and which you should be for the first year or 2, But you get to a point where you're just working all the time. There's only so many hours in the day, only so many hours in the week. And once you're working all of them like I was, right? I was going 7 to 7 for pretty much 2 years straight. You realize that you're capped out at the amount of money that you can make. For me, that was right around 160K a year as a solo operator, maybe a little bit more. But it's also very mentally and physically draining on your body as well. You're constantly beat up all the time. You're exhausted, you know. So once you get to a point where you're getting that consistent revenue coming in, you're seeing the growth quarter after quarter, you have to start thinking about down the road, right? You have to start planning ahead, like I need to start building my team. So once you get to that level, you bring on another person. That's where Corum and I kind of linked up. Around that time, I was doing probably like between 13 to 15K and decided to bring him on. And then it wasn't until the point where both Corum and I were doing the same thing. Now both of us are working 7 days a week, all day, every day. And then we get to a point where I'm like, hey, I don't want to burn out Corum. I'm starting to get burned out again. I'm hurting everywhere. Got to bring on another guy, right? So we got Shawnee. And the same thing, and the cycle continues, right? So that's how you go from 10K to 20K to 30K, 40K, and up, right? You have to keep building the team and adding to the team. And you have to treat your guys right, too. You got to make sure that you're paying them right, you're taking care of them. Like today, they had a little gap in their day. I said, don't worry about it, guys. Stay on the clock. Go grab some lunch. Corum and I had a little 1 hour gap in our schedule. We went out to breakfast, you know. So make sure you take care of your guys, building your team. But that's really the only way that you can level up in this business and get to that point where you're, you know, breaking 300,000, 400,000 and on up from there. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck just working by yourself all the time. You basically create a job for yourself, right? And while that might be good for some people, you might just think, hey, I'm good just by myself. It was good for me for the first year or two, but it gets kind of lonely after a while too. You know, you start to get like, man, it'd be cool to have someone to work with, especially if you guys get along good, you got a good personality, you know. Corum and I vibe really well, same thing with the other guys. And it's more fun with a team, right? Like we work hard, but we have fun. It's all about us like having a good time while we work and joking around with each other. And I'm really grateful to have this team in place, the crew that we've built now, and super excited and grateful. So.
And that's it's speaking of teams, it's hard to stay organized with your team. So that brings us to the sponsor of today's video, Jobber.
No, we'll never go that route, guys. You have my word on it. I can't stand those videos. What's the one kid there from the Detail Groove or something? Every video is like a friggin' Jobber commercial. I can't stand that. We're never gonna sell out our brand like that. So, you know, we're all about keeping it real with you guys, just trying to provide you with the best content available out there. The real shit that happens out here in the real world. We're not in some controlled environment in a shop or anything like that. We're going through the things that you're gonna go through on a day-to-day basis as a mobile detailer out there in the field. Got quiet over here. Let's see what's going on with the guys.
What up, Juice?
Juice.
What up, Victor?
What's up, brother? Victor, how we doing, guys?
DJ, he's absolutely right. Life of Drew, that new video you guys dropped was fire. Appreciate it, bro. Took me like 6 hours to edit that bitch.
Yeah, the day in the life. A couple people said, oh man, that video is really long. It's really hard to shoot a short day in the life video because you're covering pretty much from the beginning of the day to the very end of the day. And there's a lot that goes into that. Like we had to condense down 3-4 hours of footage into just under a 1 hour video. So anyways, hope you guys like it. Glad you're appreciating it. Let us know what you guys want to see for the next video. Corum and I are already talking about what we're going to shoot for the next video topic. So give us some ideas. What do you guys want to see?
Kevin says, what up, Jeff? It's Kevin from L Kevin Details. Hope y'all having a blessed day.
What's up, Kevin? Appreciate you, man.
Atlas says, for my LLC yesterday, the content and info you guys provide is invaluable.
Nice.
Thank you, brother. Yo, what up, Brian? He says, what up, Corum and Jeff? Amazing video. POV coming soon. Yeah, we're trying to see how many people are interested in the POV cam before I go out and buy a $600 GoPro chest mount
we
rig.
also need your input too, as far as like, should we go meta? Should we go the meta glasses? GoPro, what are your thoughts on it?
Can't go meta though, because they only shoot vertical. So if it's for a YouTube video, we can't go meta. That would maybe just be for the lives or something. Details Obsession says, good afternoon, fellas. What's up, man? Yeah, Rich, like I said, the meta glass is only shooting vertical, so.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. Well, I got to leave that up to my director of operations, so that's more his department.
If we do go POV style, we'll probably end up doing the GoPro chest or head mount, just because it's easier. And the meta glasses kind of seem a little overrated in my opinion, to be honest with you. How you guys doing today, man? What are you guys all up to? Let us know. How do you find the right people to hire? Would you rather get someone with no experience and train them, or hire someone with experience? Did you hear that, Jeff?
What was it?
How do you find the right people to hire? Would you rather get someone with no experience and train them, or hire someone with experience?
Oh, that's a good question. So far, we haven't had to find them. They've found us, right? So the guys that we've had, both Sean, Vic, they reached out to us, right? So, and they presented their case as to like, hey, why they wanted a shot to join the team, you know? Both of them had some detailing background, some experience, which I think it helps out a lot. It shortens the learning curve a lot. If you're starting off with someone that has zero detailing background, it's a lot longer process to get them up to speed. Whereas like Sean and Vic, you know, we got Sean up to speed really quick. Vic, what's this, your third day, fourth day? Fourth day. Look at him, he's a pro over there already, right? So 4 days working on Team TOPSTAR. You know, he already had a pretty good skill set coming into it, but the key is for them to just be open-minded, willing to learn. You know, they're not set in their ways of detailing, because when you come on board TOPSTAR, it's about doing things, following our systems, our processes, you know, and going is it locked out? You guys locked out? You have the key? The BMW? I got the TRX key. Here's the BMW.
Okay.
I seen Jeff in traffic the other day in the van. Would love to get some gems from him. We'll drop some questions in, King.
Yeah, here's your chance. What kind of gems
GoPro,
you want?
And I feel like it'd be easier to work with GoPro. That's what I'm saying too, Victor. Yo, what up, Dan? He said, what up, legends?
Dan the man.
I really like my GoPro 8 and just got a Hero 13 this week. Gonna put the 8 on my new hat cam and use the 13 on chest. It shoots 5.3K. Nice. Yeah, I'll look into it, man. I need more people to say they're interested, though. I'm not going to do it for 1 or 2 people, you know. We'll just stick to the content we've been doing if it's, you know, just a couple
Yeah, we've
people.
already bought a lot of camera equipment, guys. Between the stuff for the lives, stuff for our videos, we've gone through 2 sets of cameras, multiple sets of mics to get all this stuff dialed in, new computers to do the editing and stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of money that goes into filming this content, bringing you guys this free content. So if the interest level's there, it's high enough, you know, we're glad to do that for you guys. If it's just a handful of people, we'll probably just keep doing what we're doing and move forward from there. We're about to pull this vehicle into the garage and then get the TRX. She's actually in the process of trading this one in. She's going to be selling this BMW. And then getting a new, what was it, a Yukon? She said a Yukon. So they're going to be swapping this out for a new Yukon.
Kind of tired of the meta glasses, only shoots portrait mode, and it drains too fast. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, meta don't last that long on the battery. Yeah, I feel like a GoPro's the way to
Good?
go.
Everything good, guys?
To go that
I'll pull it in and you can do a perimeter for the drips.
All right, so Jeff's going to pull out the TRX.
I'm just going to pull this in. I don't want to run over your hose there.
Got the pest guy here. Windy as hell out here, boys. It's great for quick shorts and Insta, but yeah, like a Lambo. Also nice to talk to ChatGPT, or I can ask my Meta to read signs that are not in English. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me get a drink of this real quick. I'm just starting to get my detail company. What's the best way to get customers? I'll let Jeff answer that for you. What?
How much is it for just exterior on sedan?
90. Just the inside? 180. Mm-hmm. If you package them together, it's 240, so you save money.
Mini trash cans gotta get dumped.
Okay.
Screen on that, touch screen needs to be wiped too.
All right, so Jeff.
You guys don't want to leave that behind, these little cans. Let me know what you guys do. Some people don't dump these. They're like, that's not part of the detail. I feel like you should remove any trash and stuff like that. You don't want to leave that in there.
Jeff King says, I'm just starting my detail company. What's the best way to get customers?
We've gone through that in a couple lives and a couple other videos already, but in the beginning, you have to work your network, your circle of friends, family, reach out to them. You got to have your Google page set up, filled in completely, right? Don't sleep on the Google profile. If you have a van or a trailer, you want to have it wrapped like ours, right? You have to look at these as mobile billboards, right? Like, just picture you're driving down the road, you know, you see this go by, you see this go by in a parking lot, right? These are essentially mobile billboards. They're getting eyes on them everywhere we go around town. You're constantly in front of a new set of eyes. Think of how many people you drive by on a daily basis. You're talking thousands of people that see this, whether it's parked in a neighborhood, a parking lot, right? So if you're just rocking a unmarked van or truck, right? Like say Sean's got a detailing set up in the back of his truck too, right? Under that tonneau cover. But no one's ever gonna know he's a detailer without a wrap or anything like that, right? So you have to think about it as, this is a one-time spend. Yes, it's expensive. Your wrap on this was right around 4. On that, it was just over 2. But these are one-time investments that are going to bring you an endless stream of clients for as long as you're in business. There is no better spend than that right there. And if you can't afford to do a wrap, get a decal, right? If this was just a black van, you could just get a decal like this and stick it on there. It's gonna be a fraction of the cost. Or at the lowest scenario, get the magnets, you know, print them up a Vista print. They have the magnets, they're like door magnets like that. But you have to market. You have to be visible to the people out there. If you're not visible, you don't exist. Can you stick that back in there?
Driver's seat?
I just got my Google page
I can't remember.
verified.
I think it's in the driver's side.
Brother.
Yeah.
What insurance will I need to work at casinos? You can't.
It's gonna, yeah, so it's not about having insurance with casinos. Is that wind too much? I know it's like super windy. It doesn't come down to your insurance. It comes down to casinos aren't going to allow you to detail on their property no matter what insurance you have, because it's a major liability risk for them. There's nothing in it for them, right? There's no value in it for them. The only exception that you're gonna have to that, if you're doing an event there. So if they're doing an event at the casino, they can set that up with the security in advance. You get permission to be there, but you're never gonna be able to just rock up to a casino and expect to do a detail. They're gonna kick you out within 5 minutes. So you have to have that stuff set up ahead of time.
Do you remember when Mr. Wynn himself kicked us out?
Yeah, we've detailed at the Wynn. Occasionally they'll have a whale, like a high roller that has a vehicle there and they want to keep them there. They've reached out to us and they're like, hey, we want to buy this guy a detail, come on out. We have a special spot for you secured in the garage. You can work there. No one will bother you, but it's pretty rare.
You want me to move the truck?
Yeah, you can, here's a TRX key.
Thank
The
you.
live streams are very
Okay,
informative.
be
Thank
careful,
you, Mark.
Shawnee.
Appreciate
I
you,
can
brother.
run over that.
Yeah?
Other than insurance
All right.
costs and forming an LLC, how
All right.
much should I spend on mobile detailing equipment for the bare minimum?
And right about to the
A couple thousand, man.
Yeah, just close to the end, you know. I'm gonna just move. We're just gonna move it so the tires aren't on it.
TOPSTAR live and in action. Always glad to catch them. Keep it up, guys. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries, brother. That's good. So we got, we got a pest control guy here right now at the same time. So we're just trying to coordinate, make sure we're not in each other's way. Usually when we're detailing here, there's another detailer that's on the same maintenance schedule with us, and he's usually here at the same time. See if we got a sales call. TOPSTAR Detailing, this is Jeff.
Hi, am I speaking to the business owner?
Yes, who's this?
Okay, this is Alex with CLS. I see here that you had your business listing on the Google registry.
Yeah, I'm not
Do you
interested.
remember
Stop
doing that?
wasting my time and stop calling me. Thanks, bye. Fucking spammers.
Where do you see snow, Dan? Snow? Where?
Snow foam. There's a little over there. That's maybe a little too far back. Sean, pull a little bit forward.
A little more forward?
Yeah, because if not, everything's gonna go in the van.
Okay.
Just like 2 feet forward.
Yeah, I don't see any snow unless you're talking about that. Yeah, it's foam. There's snow on Mount Charleston, but I don't think you can see that from here.
It's a beast.
No, you can't.
TRX is a beast.
Keys right here.
All right.
Yeah, no problem, King.
You doing wheels?
No, I'm just getting you guys set up here.
We gotta leave in like 15 minutes.
All right, cool. We'll use you guys up for 15 minutes while we're streaming, and then me and Corm will finish it off.
Yeah, the spammers are crazy, bro. They call constantly.
Relentless, those spammers,
Well,
man.
the live's dead today, Jeff, so I don't think we should just cut it, man.
Yeah, that's
Nobody's
cool.
talking.
No worries. We'll be streaming again maybe tomorrow. We just wanted to touch base with everyone, see how you're doing, see how your day is going.
We just leave like the dog mat in there, right? We just go around it. Huge dog mat.
Huge dog mat.
Now we'll pull it out,
Okay.
and then we'll put it in the garage. Usually they'll wash that later. So these just unclip,
Yep.
and then you can just take it out.
Cool.
How do you guys like the KCX buckets? We're using Yeti buckets. Oh, this is just for our seat. We just use that for the seat. Yeah, no problem, Christopher. We'll probably cut out here in a second.
How long is that reel?
Just come back here. Jeff, why did you choose mobile detailing? Jeff, why did you choose mobile detailing? What was your opinion in the beginning?
I've always had a passion for cars ever since I was a kid. I used to detail cars with my dad in the driveway. A long time ago in the 90s, I started somewhat of a mobile detailing business. It was more just me and a friend with a bucket washing cars, you know. We were doing like $40 full details or something back then, before detailing was really even a thing. But we weren't making any money, man. We were busting our asses in the hot Florida sun, and it just wasn't really worth our while. But something I've always liked, I always thought it'd be a cool business. You know, I see the guys out there doing it, and I'm like, shit, I could do that, man. I know I could be successful at that. So made the business plan and just decided to go all in. I said, I'm gonna make this happen. There's no plan B. That was 3 years ago. Here we are now. We got our van, we got our trailer, we got our team. So you can do it if it's something that you guys are thinking about doing or you're just getting started. It all comes down to having a plan and then executing on your plan and staying consistent over time. That it? We good?
Yeah, we're good, man.
All right.
Let's cut out.
Cool. It's good talking to all you guys. Glad to see you today. If you haven't seen the new Day in the Life video, go check that out on YouTube, and we'll see you probably tomorrow.